need to update my comment on Facebook so that it shows correctly, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, oh, and of course, TikTok is in the building first. TikTok's in the building first. Facebook, hi. Facebook and YouTube are just getting connected. So I'm going to give it 1 sec, but I hope everybody is doing well on this beautiful Tuesday, Mars Day. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody is doing well. So Jupiter went retrograde, and I was like, oh snap, that did just happen. Jupiter went retrograde, and Venus is stationing direct, still currently in shadow, but it is coming out of retrograde. Ashe, Alafia, hi. So today, what I decided to do is I was trying to think of what the theme for the readings this week were going to be. So the theme for this week's live readings is going to be around planets coming in and out of retrograde. And considering that Jupiter is just now going retrograde, I said, you know what? We're going to start with Jupiter. We're going to start with Jupiter. And I'm going to do this the way I have been doing my lives. I'm going to do a collective reading, and then I'll open up space and I'll tell you how many live readings I can do based upon time. So hello to everyone in TikTok world, Facebook, YouTube. Individual readings will be at the end. They're only 25, and I'll break down what the reading is going to entail. It'll be much like the collective reading. But oh, hi. I'm Iadania. I am an Ifa priestess and spiritual awakening doula for the African American diaspora, and my allergies are acting up. My nose is a teenager today. I don't know what this is, but that probably wasn't the best choice. But hey, you know what? It's all good. So I'm a spiritual awakening doula for the African American diaspora. I help Black people in the diaspora, specifically in the United States, who want to have a better relationship with their creator, who are looking to cultivate a spiritual practice and tap back into their ancestral roots. I support them as a spiritual awakening doula in going through that rebirthing process and coming into a better relationship with the Most High. So if you have questions about that, I do for consultations. Feel free to inbox me or go to my website to book. So let's talk Jupiter retrograde. So first, just to make sure there's an understanding of what retrograde is. There we go. What is retrograde? What does that mean when a planet goes retrograde? So when a planet goes retrograde, what is happening is the speed at which the planet moves slows down. So it's slowing down its speed. And as it relates to Earth, when it slows down the speed, when it's looking at from our perspective, it'll look like the planet is actually moving backwards instead of forward, which is what the retrograde motion looks like. So when it's moving slower, you think about the energy of the planet is really potent and it feels a certain way when it's moving at its normal speed. But when the planet begins to slow its speed, it's not moving like normal. That means its energy doesn't feel like it normally does. In a lot of ways, the energy is going to feel more potent because it's going to be in the same position for a longer period of time. So you're going to see this in a more potent way, but it's going to manifest differently because it's not moving in the way that it normally moves. So why, in the Creator's infinite wisdom, did she decide to make this happen? So we think about the RE, the prefix of retrograde. What are we thinking about? Well, retro means past. So when you think about anything that's retro, you're thinking about the past. You're thinking about looking backwards. So when you're looking back, what are you doing? What are you supposed to be doing when you're looking back in the past? When you're looking backwards, what you're trying to do is reflect. What you're trying to do is reevaluate, reassess, rethink, redo, reconsider. These are the things that you're doing during retrograde. The planet is moving slower, so you're making decisions not as fast as you normally would when the planets are all moving at their normal space. You're attracting things, but the attraction doesn't seem like it's happening as fast because the planets are not moving as fast during this time. You may feel like this is a time for stillness or a time for introspection, a lot of journaling. So that is what's going on when, in general, when any planets are in retrograde. How we're reflecting, what we're reflecting on, the energy that's present during the retrograde is by and large due to which planet is it that is actually in retrograde. So, and just to highlight something here that I noticed also in the astrology transits is that just as Jupiter goes retrograde, Mercury, who is also retrograde, was making a trine. A trine means that it's an aspect, and it just means that when Mercury is looking at Jupiter, it's looking at it with favorable eyes. It's like, hey, you want to work together? And Jupiter's like, why not? Let's get together. So things that you may have already noticed in the last 24 hours, because this is when this took place, you're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're seeing things more in a big picture sense, as opposed to as a granular level on your individual sense. Your problem solving, if there's anything that's been coming up that's felt like a problem for you, you may be like, yo, I know exactly how to fix this. You may see that there are things that you have been thinking about, ideas in your head, and you're making moves. You're feeling like, okay, I know how to bring this into my physical reality. You may get inspired. You may get a really, really good idea during this time. It's a positive ways of solving problems. So you're not in the minutia of the problem, you're in the minutia of the solution. And this may be a time where you get some good news. So the next 24 hours with there we go. Sorry, groceries. The next 24 hours may be a time where those particular energies, most specifically, are impacting you. So to go into Jupiter retrograde overall, this is going to be going on from yesterday, September 4th, until December 31st. So we're going to be in this energy through the entire year. It went retrograde at 15 degrees. Taurus, and it is going to end retrograde still in Taurus, so it's not going to go all the way back into Aries, but it is going to end retrograde in Taurus at 5 degrees. So let's take a look first at the sign. So Taurus is an earth sign, and it's fixed to earth. What do you mean when something is fixed? Like it's planted, it's firm, it's stable. Taurus is like the most stable of all of the earth signs, of all the signs, period. It is really stable, really like, this is what I like, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm comfortable, and I'm not really trying to move because right now I got stability, I got staying power, I got longevity in this energy. Taurus is, earth signs are feminine energy, but Taurus specifically is Mother Earth. So where Cancer is the archetype of the divine mother, the divine feminine, Taurus is the archetype of Mother Earth energy. So very nurturing, very intuitive. It is sensual energy. And when you think of sensuality, what sensuality is about are your senses. It is how you are experiencing something through your 5 senses. So anything Taurus is going to be something that is related to something you can see, you can feel, you can taste, you can touch, you can smell. Taurus, you think about Tauruses, people who know who are Tauruses, they like good food, they like nice clothes, they want to smell good, they want to look good, they like art, they like beauty because they are ruled by the sign of the planet Venus. These are things related to your senses. Yes, all the good. They want all, like if it's good, and it's like, it's got to be good to them. Like it can't be good. Like they also tend to have their own fashion sense. Why? Because it's got to be good to them. It's got to be, they're right next door to Aries. So they got a little bit of their neighbor's energy. So it's got to be good to them. Stability, anything related to the physical world. So the degrees show where it's at in the sign. So it shows the potency of how that planet will express that sign's energy. So each sign holds about 30 degrees. If you think of all the zodiacs are in a wheel, so 360 degrees, 12 signs, and each sign has 30 degrees. So in the early degrees, you think about the heat of the sun is a good example. So let's use the sun as an example. When you're at right near the sun, it's the hottest, it's full power, you're going to be burnt the heck up. You're in the full power of the sun. As you move further away from it, it's not that the sun, you can't see it, feel it, or perceive it. the magnitude in which you see, feel, and experience the sun is greatly diminished. So when you put that in your birth chart in a zodiac perspective, when you are in the early degrees, like 0 to 10 degrees, you are in the most potent manifestation of that sign's energy. Whereas if you get further away, like 20 degrees, you don't feel it as much. It's there, but it's not going to be like, oh, you big Taurus energy. You might be like, okay, you're a little Taurus, but it's not as, you're not as rigid. So that's why the degrees are important. And also what's transit to degrees tell you where else in your chart you will feel this energy manifest, which I will get to in a second. So we talked about what Taurus energy is, fixed sign. Then let's talk about Jupiter. So the energy of Jupiter. Most people know is Jupiter is big lucky. Jupiter is the great benefic. Jupiter is the planet of blessings. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, prosperity, wisdom, justice, long distance travel, higher mind, higher thought. It's the guru, and it is a great benefactor. Jupiter likes to make things bigger. I didn't say make good things bigger. It likes to make things bigger. So examples would be if you have Jupiter in the first house and your first house rules how you look, you might be a little thicker. Why? Because Jupiter likes to make things bigger. So it's indiscriminate. If it's near it, I'm gonna make you big, and I'm gonna make you big, and I'm gonna make you big. But it loves to bless. So it is in the business of blessing, but it really indiscriminate when it comes to expansion. I'm gonna expand, whatever. I make all things big. So look at, like, if you are in a fixed sign, you might be extra fixed, like you may be extra in the I want to stay here, because it makes the energy bigger. It makes the energy larger. It is the planet of higher mind, philosophy, religion, culture. It is the ruler of Sagittarius, and it is the natural ruler of Pisces, the natural ruler of Pisces. So when you're looking at transits, what you want to know is, where is Jupiter transiting for you personally? So things that you want to pay attention to for those of you who know how to pull your birth chart. If you want to know how to do that, you can go to astro.com. You can go to Cafe Astrology, spelled exactly the way it sounds, Cafe Astrology. And then you can go to astroseek.com. What you need is your birthday, like the full date, the time, the specific time that you were born, as well as the location, not hospital, but the city, state, country that you were born in. You have all of those information on your birth certificate. You key it in, and you can get a birth chart printed up for you for free. Most sites will tell you what the symbols mean so that you know where the zodiac signs and planets are, and you can begin looking at your information. If you need more help with things like that, if you want to get I do mini birth chart readings, feel free to inbox me and I can support you in that regard. But so that you know, you can take notes and know where that you are experiencing this energy. So obviously Jupiter is retrograde in Taurus. So wherever Taurus is at in your chart, that area of life is going to be subject to expansion, but it's going to be more internalized. See, normally it's going to be expansion and you see it definitely in your physical reality, whereas when it's in retrograde, you may experience this on a more internal level before you see it in your physical reality. So wherever Taurus is at, the fixed signs are also going to be impacted, because Taurus is a fixed sign. So that means all the other fixed signs. So wherever the fixed signs are in your chart, this is Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. These are our fixed signs. So anywhere where you have those, especially if you are sun, moon, rising, or Venus, because Venus is the natural ruler of Taurus. So sun, moon, rising, and Venus, those areas of your chart are going to be subject to the effects of Jupiter being retrograde. So pay it to, look at your chart and see where that's happening for you. If then the fixed signs, if you have planets that are between those degrees where Jupiter is retrograde, so anything between 5 to 15 degrees, the planets that are sitting in those locations, especially if they're in fixed signs, whatever those planets symbolize, those areas will be impacted by Jupiter being retrograde. And of course, wherever the Jupiter ruled signs are, so wherever Sagittarius is in your chart, wherever Pisces is in your chart is going to be impacted. For anybody that's in the United States that's watching, the US is a Sagittarius rising, which is the identity of the country at large. So we will, as a collective, feel this in our identity area. Where is Jupiter in your chart? Look at where Jupiter is in your chart. So where Jupiter itself is actually sitting in your chart. So so wherever Jupiter sits in your chart, this is an area of impact for you. If you are born like myself with Jupiter retrograde, you may not experience this in the same way as people who do not have Jupiter retrograde in their chart. So me personally, I may not experience this when I do the collective reading the same way that y'all experience it, because I naturally have Jupiter retrograde. So I may probably see this more externally than I do internally, because my natural Jupiter manifestation causes me to be more introspective as opposed to be more outwardly. So I will give you a quick, for people who do know their rising sign. So this is not your sun, this is your rising. So this is based on rising sign, which area of life will have the most potent impact. So I'm just giving you the house where Taurus is in your birth chart. So if you are an Aries rising, for anyone that's Aries rising, this is going to be happening in your second house. This is the house, this is the house of your resources, how you acquire those resources, what you value, what you use those resources to get, what you value in your life. This is also your voice, like your literal voice, how you sound and the quality of your voice. So in the second house is often referred to as a house how you make your money. So, and what your money is a resource. It allows you to acquire other resources. Then we have Taurus. Taurus, this would be in your first house. This is your house of your identity. This is your house of your ascendant, your rising sign. This is how other people receive you, how others receive you on your first impression. This also affects how you look. So your face, your body is also reflective how you look in your first house. So you may have some changes how you look or how you perceive yourself internally, how you feel about how you look. Gemini, this is happening in your 12th house. This is the house of the unconscious, your shadow, your private self. This is also institutions and your spiritual gifts. Cancer, this is happening in the 11th house. Shouts out to all the Cancer risings. Whoop, whoop. Cancer risings, this is happening in our 11th house. This is the house of how our hopes and dreams manifest, the community that we cultivate. This is our hopes and dreams in the community that we are cultivating. Leo, this is happening in your 10th house. This is your area of your career, your public reputation. Virgo, this is happening in your 9th house. 9th house is the area of philosophy. This is the area of like what you've been learning in the occult and how it changes the way that you feel. And this is also the area of long distance travel. Libra, this is happening in your 8th house. The 8th house is the house of other people's money. So where the second house is your money, the 8th house is other people's money. So this is like taxes, debts, inheritances. This is also the house of your intimate connections. So where the 7th house is like your personal one-on-one connections, the intimacy of those connections, the depth of those connections is in the 8th house, how that connection manifests. This is also the house of the occult and metaphysics. Scorpio, this is happening in the 7th house. This is also known as the marriage house. So your 7th house, this is your close contractual relationships and best friends. This is also the house of the other. So this is how you, like the things you're looking for in 7th house people are the things that are reflective of you. This is also a house that reflects your shadow and the house of enemies that you know. Where, just so that you know, Gemini, 12th house, this is the enemies that you don't know. Sagittarius, this is happening in your 6th house. This is your day-to-day life, how you are of service to yourself and others. This is also your physical health and pets. Capricorn, this is your 5th house. This is the house of what makes you feel good and joyful and sunny. This is the house of creativity, children, dating, lovers. That's 5th house energy. Whatever makes you feel good, that's your 5th house. Aquarius, this is happening in your 4th house. This is the house of your roots, the house of your lineage, the house of your house, like where you actually live, where you feel safe and secure. This is your private self, where the 10th house is your public self, the 4th house is your private self. And then Pisces, this is happening in your 3rd house. This is the house of communication, early education, short distance travel, siblings, and neighbors. So that's the astrology of the Jupiter going retrograde. So I'm going to do a really short and quick collective reading for the Jupiter retrograde. So what I'm going to look to see is what soul journey. I'm going to get 2 soul journey cards. So the soul journey that you're in at the beginning of retrograde as a collective, and the soul journey will be in at the end of retrograde at the end of the year when it ends. Then I'll get a couple of keywords, just an overall, just one main energy for us to be aware of as a collective, what inspired action we should take and a potential outcome. I'll get a couple of affirmations and a piece of advice. And then we will get into personal readings. So, all righty, I shall. Let's go. All right. So we're going to get, and for those new here, I'm going to deal all the cards out and then do the reading because saves, makes it easier for me. So what's this soul journey that we're going to get when we begin? So beginning this Jupiter retrograde. Thank you. And then soul journey as to the end of the year. Thank you. That's funny. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, can I get a couple of keywords for Jupiter retrograde for the collective? That's 1. That's 2. Ooh, don't fall. Whoa, I'm not taking on those. I'm not. Okay, thank you. Muchas gracias. There we go. 4. And then what is the dominant energy, the most important energy you should be aware of? Yes. Yes. So what's our inspired action with this energy? I heard shadow work. I gotta say it out loud or I'll forget. And yeah, we're definitely doing shadow work. Okay, all right. And what is the potential outcome? Potential outcome, if we take the advice from Spirit, what's the potential outcome? Love it. Okay. Oh, okay. Reluctant to change. Can I get any advice? We'll get 2 pieces. Okay, 1 more. Indeed. Okay, that one. And 2 affirmations. Affirmations. Hi, Darcel. 2 affirmations. 1. Show you right. And can I get one more affirmation? One more affirmation. No, you should go to the flow, man. Oh, that. Put you right there. Yeah. Do. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, children. I like this. For us. Okay, so let me just tell you how the spirit is wild. Like, I swear. So I swear they wild for this. So the soul journey goes so well together. Like, so well. Okay, sorry. Soul journey goes so well together. So as we begin Jupiter retrograde, remember I talked about the movement of the planet slowing down, so it'll feel like things are slowing down for you. So the first soul journey card to come out is patience. Like it's not going to be super fast right now. It's going to feel like you're going through an uphill battle, but you win it though. It's gonna feel like an uphill battle, but you win it though. Like that's the part you need to focus on, not the time, but focus on the fact that you win it. It says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. It's happening. It is happening. But again, because it's retrograde and it's Jupiter, that expansion that you're seeing is going to be more internally felt as opposed to seeing in your physical reality. Be patient. It's happening though. And then we have surrender. I can release my need to control. And it's like the audacity for you to give us both patience and surrender in the same. Like, okay, all right. So as we learn to have patience at the beginning, because we're going to feel uncomfortable, like, dude, am I still waiting? Yes, you are. And at some point, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm good. I can see them. I can see the sign. I don't simply see signs. I see parts of my manifestation. I don't only see signs. I see parts of my manifestation unfolding. So I'm just going to simply allow spirit to do what it do because I know that my manifestation is unfolding. So I'm just going to allow it to come to me. I'm just going to allow myself to continue to draw in and attract what it is and take my hands off the wheel. I'm going to take my hands off the wheel because I already know that I've got momentum and success is mine. The Chariot card just popped in my head. It's not down here, but it popped in my head. So somebody needs to know that Chariot, that Cancer energy is present. So some key words that I got for this are, oh, hold on, Facebook and YouTube. There's patience, so that y'all can see that, and surrender. So keywords that we got. So the first one to come out with the Great Benefic in retrograde is growth. And so again, that's what Jupiter does. It causes you to grow. So it's not that the growth ain't gonna happen. You just ain't gonna be overtly aware of the growth. So then we have renewal. So with retrograde having that renewal, this renewal of things. So a lot of times there'll be things that will come back. And so unlike with Mercury retrograde and sometimes like Saturn retrograde, where that thing coming back may not be for you, with the Jupiter retrograde, that circling back around, you might need to reevaluate it because you might need to renew and refresh that idea so that it gives you the growth and expansion that you're looking for. So then we have strength. So again, when it comes to things like patience and being able to surrender, that does take strength. See, strength is not always something you exert. Sometimes it is something that you embody. Like instead of exerting it in masculine energy, you need to embody it in your feminine energy and find that place to be able to be still and allow those things to come to you and allow yourself to be nurtured by the divine so that you can receive those blessings in the way that you're meant to receive them, as opposed to you trying to rush them along and you getting a haphazard blessing instead of the fullness of that experience. And then we have organized, because again, if Taurus is not anything, it is dependable, it is organized, it is structured. So you may find this need to organize in your life. You may fit, especially with this being fall, or us coming into fall, or for some of us in the South, fall, however we want to receive that season. Either way, we're in this space where things are falling away. So you need to reorganize because there's things that have fallen away. There's gaps. There's gaps and like, this doesn't really look full, these gaps, and you're trying to reorganize and restructure things. So just pay attention to the fact that you're having that energy. So when I ask, like, what is the dominant energy for the collective, because you're all going to have your individual journeys, but for the collective, what is a prevailing energy? And so what we have is the beautiful and audacious and Queen of Wands. And what I love is she knows, like, yeah, she's got this wand in her hand, but she knows the power is in the hand without a tool. Hold on, because that's the first time I got that. Like, she understands that the power is hers. The wand is simply an extension of her. The power that she wields is simply her own personal ashe. It is her own personal energy that is allowing her to wield her magic most effectively. So I love that. Queen of Wands is also a card that is someone who is embracing her shadow. And every Queen of Wands, regardless of what deck, if she's got that black cat with her, this is her connection to her unconscious self. This is her connecting with her shadow. Why? Because that is where her power resides. When you are able to fully embrace the fullness of who you are, the fullness, not bits and pieces, not what somebody told you it needed to be, not doing this whole respectability politics thing. The energy on the collective is, I need you to embrace yourself with truth and audacity. I need you to embrace yourself with truth and audacity. Queen of Wands is full of self-love. She is full of self-love because that is what allows her to create in the way that she needs to. Because Wands energy is the energy of creation. She needs to create with spirit the way that she needs to. And she can only do that if she embraces her full self and realizes she is a complicated tool, the ritual. She is the complicated tool and the complicated ritual. Anything else is simply an extension of her. She needs nothing but herself. And I love that for us. I love it. So when I got the inspired action, because I think Spirit wanted to expound on it, because before I could get the outcome, I got 3. So what I got is the 5 of Swords, which is like, get out of your own head, get out of your own way. The Devil. Okay, that's wild. And then the 3 of Swords. So what's okay? So what I got for inspired action, number 1, is what I said at the beginning, doing shadow work. This is going to be a time where you are going to be forced to get out of your own way. You are being asked to get out of your own way. What I heard with the Devil card is Disney's Pinocchio, where he's singing, ain't no strings on me, no, there ain't no strings on me. Why? Because the Devil card is the flip side of the Lovers card. And the Lovers card traditionally is not about romance. The Lovers card is about self-love and choices and your ability to make choices for yourself and move in alignment with your mind, body, and spirit. It is a card of balance, harmony between you, your mental self, your emotional self, your spiritual self. And when you allow yourself to move that way, you make decisions for yourself that are rooted in love. You make decisions for yourself that are rooted in love. The Devil card is the flip side, where you act like you ain't got no control, which is not the truth. You act like you can't make choices, which is not the truth. And so you feel like there's strings and things like the 8 of Swords. These things are holding on to you and holding you back, when the only thing holding you back is you. You are your own devil. The devil don't exist. Respectfully. The devil don't exist. The devil is you. You are the one holding you back. You are the one making the piss poor decisions and causing yourself to go through this turmoil. You have to take accountability for your actions. And the only way to do that is to go to the root causes why you're making these choices and why you are taking the actions that you're taking, so that you can move differently, and then move to the 3 of Swords, where you go ahead and the lie is you. Like, you a lie. like there was a lie, and then that lie is you. So you are lying to yourself. And that came up yesterday in my live, in every group that I gave it Odu for. The prevailing, one of the other themes, other than balance between masculine and feminine, is standing in your truth and not letting anyone else define it. I just saw a beautiful yellow butterfly fly past my window. So when you do this, you allow healing. The 3 of Swords is this card where you're going into the healing process. Notice this heart is not broken, it is healed. It's not broken, it's healed. And let me go ahead and tell you that the beautiful thing is, you are not broken. which is why I don't always use the term healing or being a healer, because it implies that you are broken, that something about you needs to be fixed. There's nothing about you that needs to be fixed. Like there's nothing about you that there's nothing about you that needs to be fixed. You are not broken. You are whole, you are worthy, and you are deserving. Leave the lie, let go of the lie. Cut the cords with the lie. Your inspired action, Jupiter, is a planet of philosophy, religion, and spirituality. Cut the cords with the lie. And then go to the space of healing, because you're going to need to heal. You need to have patience with yourself as you allow yourself to go through the healing process. This is for somebody. Somebody needs it. You need to go through the healing process of the disconnect that you're going to make with these philosophies, ideas, dogmas, and ideologies that no longer resonate with you, that keep you into a traumatized Stockholm syndrome mindset with your divine creator, and let them go. Allow yourself to go through the anger and anguish and pain and scream and all the things that you need to do so that you can go ahead and move into a more healed space. When you allow yourself to take the inspired action, what happens is harmony. See this beautiful Six of Pentacles? Who's giving who what? You can't tell. You can't tell who's giving and who's truly receiving. It's just going back and forth. Going back and forth. Reciprocity. This is an energy of reciprocity. This is an energy of both giving and receiving, taking in and putting out, and understanding that you deserve to have it that way. With ease. With ease. You can rest in your resiliency. You can have ease, because Taurus is a sign of ease. Like, I don't know if y'all don't know, no Taurus, but if you say hard work, the Taurus says no. The Taurus says, not today, get somebody else to do it. We don't do that over here. Taurus is all about being aligned to ease. It is all about being aligned to ease. So when we're in this energy, what the divine is asking us is, do you want to continue to try to learn and acquire your blessings through trauma and strife and anguish? Or would you like to learn something better and align with ease? And how you align with ease is by being yourself. Um, yes, like we don't have to do this. Like, we make stuff so hard. We make it so hard, and it's not about the time. It is about how much energy are you expending. So a good example for this, for my spiritual folk, is you doing this like 30-minute money ritual to draw in money. Okay, cool. That's beautiful. If you want to rock with that way, by all means. Or you could just be somebody who takes a green candle, lights it, prays over it for a few moments, lights it, and they're still attracting the same amount of money. Both of y'all get the same thing, but one of you did it easier. One of you took the divine into, let's say you're trying to do something. We'll just do it in a more blanket sense. You want to do something and you get an impulse to move and relocate. You can get an impulse to move and relocate. And you're like, oh my God, I can't relocate. How am I supposed to do that? They didn't say move today. You just get an impulse that the answer to your question is to relocate. But you fight against that. You're like, I'm not moving, blah, blah, that's too hard. I couldn't possibly. Instead of saying, okay, I might need to relocate. And you take one step to say, well, where would I move to? That tells the universe, that tells spirit, that tells God, the divine, ancestors, however that resonates with you, that you are ready to take the inspired action. That tells them you're ready to take the inspired action, and then opens the way for more steps to come forward. So it doesn't mean you have to move today, but you acting on the action, the act that you got the intuitive nudge that your answer is to relocate. So you just look at something. You look at a city, or you just out loud say, well, where would I move to? That tells spirit you're ready. That tells spirit you're ready to take inspired action, and they will help you in you moving, taking the appropriate steps so that it happens with ease. When I looked at some how we can make sure that we are in a Jupiter retrograde, we feel good in taking action first. I'm going to go with this as I did intuition, and I'm down. Oh snap! Athena, and this is my decision. Shoulder. So this is listening to your spiritual core. Understand, when you listen to your spiritual core, you're really listening to yourself. You're trusting in your connection with the divine, which manifests as a connection with your spiritual core, whether that is angels, ancestors, orishas, fairies, however that resonates with you. They are still in you and an extension of you. You are listening to yourself. So you are still not giving your power away. You are still trusting the knowing within that came with you when you incarnated. You already have all the answers. You simply have to learn how to illuminate and access them. So Wise Decision is calling you to trust yourself in this time. Take a moment, even if you have to take a step before you make the decision, and go to however that's going to resonate with you within you and say, okay, what do we do first? Because understand it is patient. So it's not asking you to build a house in 24 hours. What do I need to do first? Do I need to pick a plot? Do I need to buy a nail? What do I need to do first? And take it bit by bit from there. And then minding our energy. Something else that came up like last night, mind your energy, because we have chakra healing as the other piece of advice. So mind your healing. If you are somebody that already knows how to do energy healing, whether it is Reiki or some other form, it's all the same, just different names. Other form of energy healing, make sure you do that for yourself. You do that for your clients, make sure you're doing it for you. Give yourself healing. If you're someone that doesn't do that, you're not sure how to do that, go, and even in that, if you know how, you know what, treat yourself. Because it's sometimes nice to not have to do all the work for yourself. Taurus energy, treat yourself. Go to somebody you trust and that's reputable, or get it distance. You don't always have to get it in person, but let someone help you with chakra healing and balancing your energy centers. I know there's something going on with my camera on the tube on my laptop. I have no idea what's wrong with it. It looks like I'm underwater. It's weird. It's been like that for a while. I thought it was just Zoom, but no, it's just my camera. Overall, it's just my camera. So y'all make sure you're minding your energy, minding all of your energy, minding all the energy. Your affirmations for the collective, it says, I can accomplish anything when I set my mind to it. This is associated with the sacral chakra. The emotion that is associated with this calm, and your mentality is determination. And this herb is yarrow. So in case for my folks who this might be an herb that you want to work with, yarrow is the herb associated with this affirmation. And then we have this one. Okay, so then we have blessed thistle. And the affirmation is, I honor others on their journey and stay true to myself. And the emotion is renouncing the past. There go that shadow work, renouncing the past. The mental is reconciled. This is our throat chakra. So I talked about that second house ruling the throat. Taurus is actually the natural ruler of our throat and our throat chakra and the quality of our voice. So there you go. If you didn't know, you learned a thing today. So that's what that one looks like. Oh, here you go. Oops. Sorry, y'all. And boopies and boopies. And then the last affirmation is going to be Cascada Sagrada. And it says, my voice is heard. Back to that throat chakra again. So my voice is heard. I communicate my message with power and passion. So this is emotional forbearance and mental transmitter. And this is both our third eye or brow chakra and our throat chakra. So there's that one. So boom, that is your collective reading for Jupiter retrograde. Okay, cool. I got at least about 45 minutes before my kids get here. So, well, not quite 40, so about 30 minutes. So I can probably knock out at least 5. So I'm gonna go for 5. So I got space for 5 personal readings. Cezanne, if you would pin my Cash App and my Venmo, I would be most appreciative. Most appreciative. So for personal readings, what you will get is, let's see, $20. So you'll get one soul journey to be aware of, one keyword, one inspired action, one piece of advice, and one affirmation. There you go. So you get one from each deck. And those of you who would like to get some sort of message personal, but you may not be in the space to be able to do the $20, you can send me a glitter badge of some sort in the live on TikTok, and I will, because I don't have TikTok right now. So you can send me a glitter badge and I'll do one card. You just let me know which one you feel like would be most beneficial for you. If you want the keyword, the soul journey, the inspired action, the advice, or the affirmation. And lots of thoughts. That's that. I'm going to shuffle, reset my decks, resetting my cards, That was good. I'm interested. I'm gonna do my own reading later. I still haven't done my September reading for myself. Like I need to sit with me and say, hey, what does September have for me? For me personally, I have to do that. And I'll see what Jupiter is going to have for myself, because I have Jupiter retrograde in my second house natally. I was born that way. Just retrograde where I'm supposed to get money. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks. And then Saturn rules my relationship with other people's money. It just keeps getting better and better. It keeps getting better and better. Okay. Yay, all my cards are shuffled. Shuffle. $42,000. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. Take one down. I don't know who that was for at all. No idea. I don't know who the 99 bottles of beer on the wall was for, because that came out of nowhere. Out of the nowheresvilles. Out of nowheresville. We're going to talk about this baby hair lock that I got going on in the back. Okay, while I'm waiting to see if anyone's going to do any readings, that girl Sugar Plum. Anybody got questions about the retrograde or anything else? Pinned, yeah. There we go. Hey, Rob. Well, while y'all are doing that, oh, there we go. Yay. So now that Venus is coming out of retrograde, how did y'all feel with Venus retrograde? Venus retrograde was interesting. There you go. She might have been doing the most, just a little bit, but not in a bad way. Not too much in a bad way. Mercury in my car. Mercury retrograde in my car. Oh, who that is? Hi, Jessica. All right. So Jessica's up first. Okay. All right, Jessica. This is your summary for Jupiter retrograde. And since I wrote down where rising signs are, if you know your rising sign and drop it in the comments, I'll just restate which house you should pay extra close attention to in your birth chart. All right. Thank you to Jessica's spiritual guides. Okay. Well, hello there. All right. So, Jessica, what is Jessica's soul journey that she should be most aware of during Jupiter retrograde? Okay. And one keyword for Jessica. Okay. You got two, because this back of the deck, I think, was for you. An inspired action that Jessica can take during Jupiter retrograde. It's one inspired. Okay. One piece of advice to go with an inspired action. That's coming. Diana Ross. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. That's the song popped in my head. That's the song that popped in my head. And all right. Okay. Okay, Jessica. All right, Sugar Plum. So your soul journey is judgment. And what I'm got is you releasing it. Introspection is going to help you see yourself more clearly. Ooh, shiitake mushrooms. You're like on a self-love journey, and you probably have been for a minute, but you've been semi-resistant to it. Your resistance to change, good old Taurus, you're resistant to change. Like Uranus has been blowing up what you thought was stable. And as you continue on the self-love journey, you're realizing there are things that don't really suit you. You don't really like it. And you're needing to let these things go. And you're like, why did I hold on to these things for so long? And it's like, don't judge yourself. Like, stop judging yourself. Allow yourself to not judge your journey at all, and allow yourself to simply be present in the moment, in the journey, and giving yourself grace. Understand that the Most High is the only energy of your spiritual court that knows you 100%, 110%, and never is judging you. So what makes you think you should judge yourself? No judgment. Your journey is your own. You're not too late. No one else has gone too far beyond you. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, right where you need to be. So no judgment. The judgment is also making me think of the judgment card that's in this specific tarot deck. And it's like allowing yourself to be reborn. The way the card looks is she's standing there holding her heart, just as her heart is opening up. And as she opens her heart more to herself and her fullness of her being, what happens is she's emerging, and you see this beautiful vapor of a ballerina emerging from her heart. So she's allowing herself to be fully reborn again into more of her divine self. And this is where you're being asked to go. So when I ask for your keyword, it's like, when am I going to get there? And so just like the collective, the keyword you got was patience. Give yourself time. Okay. Okay, so this is an avocado dragon, and for some reason, an avocado is what I'm actually getting. It's like there's something in the center. Then you're trying to move like all this soft, smushy, and you're trying to get through to your core, into your center, where the seed is that wants to like come out and be planted. Like that's, I don't know, like I just got it and I just went with it. The other thing was support. The other thing I'm getting is that you may have been going through like a dark night, or you may have been feeling like you're in the void. And sometimes when we're in the void energy, what it feels like is, it feels like there's a disconnect from our spiritual core. We're not getting what we perceive as external answers the way that we normally used to. And that's because spirit is trying to make us realize that the answers are in us, and to trust what we're getting from within, trust the divine within, and not look for it on the outside. You are still actively being supported. There is support all around you and all within you. Understand the support is always going to be there. And you need to make sure you're trying to partner with it, not just in your spiritual life, but in your physical life as well. Your inspired action is the 9 of Pentacles. First of all, it's time for you to reap your harvest. It's time for you to go and receive the fruit of your labor. It is time for you to experience. Your inspired action is literally for you to experience your harvest. It is for you to experience the fruit of your labor, your emotional, mental, spiritual labor. It's time for you to experience the fruits of your labor. I love that. Thank you, Cezanne. And this card I like because this is a card. The 9s of Cups and Pentacles are all about your wishes coming through. Like 9 of Cups is like this emotional and spiritual, and Pentacles is general material. But in this specific deck, this is abundance received through your own efforts that is occurring both in the spiritual and physical realm. You are manifesting abundance in both realms of your life. And I love that for you. The back of the deck was the Temperance card. Again, this call to have harmony and balance in your masculine and feminine energy. It is a card of moderation, but it also reminds you with the angel here, because this is normally the angel Gabriel, that you are and always have been divinely guided, supported, and protected. The divine guidance, I got Amratsu, no more hiding, no more hiding. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. So no more hiding. It's time for you to emerge. And the affirmation, Ashe. Then you've got Siberian ginseng. I am centered and connected to the divine. Is your affirmation, and it says this one is it's the emotion is hate and mental is courage. So again, it is that releasing of judgment, is like letting go of judgment, and this is all of your chakras, so full spectrum. So this is your whole energetic body being supported with this affirmation. I am centered and connected to the divine. And then it says it is easy for me to trust as I open my heart. And the emotion that is releasing is doubt. It's allowing you to have trust, and this is your heart chakra. So Jessica, that is your reading. I hope that it resonates with you. Please let me know how it resonates in the comments. Thank you so much to your Ori, your ancestors, your spiritual team, for encouraging you to trust me to do this reading for you. I very much appreciate it and hope that you got exactly what you needed. Oh, Shay, that was beautiful. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. Girl, there's something about you. That might have been for you too, Jessica. I just want you. Ashe, I just want you. Look, I didn't even know who sent it, so like, they know that you are really special. Sorry. It's just, That's like, if y'all are new here, I just want you to know, did you really get a reading from me if I ain't singing no song? If I ain't get like drop a song lyric or something, did you really truly receive a reading from me? Because if you did not, I don't know. You might have got a reading from me, but did you? Was I having fun? Because if I'm having fun, you're finna get a song. It's gonna be real random too. It'll make sense to you. It's gonna be real random to me. Like, why is this song here? Why is this song here? Why? Tell me why? Why can't we get together and make this world a better place? So why? Okay, now my age just showed. And I'm gonna retreat. Okay, so I got at least another, where my sister drives, probably at least another 20 minutes. So I can still get a couple more in. While y'all are getting Cash App and things. If you have any random generals, if you cannot do the $20 reading, by all means, feel free to simply just send me a glitter badge and I will give you a 1-card reading. I will do that for a glitter badge. While y'all are doing that, give me a second. My groceries just got here and I got a couple of perishables. Otherwise, they would just sit on my porch for 20 minutes. But I think I got some steak out there that I need to grab. So 1 second. 1 second. Ooh. Lord, it's hot. Oh, yeah. Let's get y'all in the house. My children don't want pineapple. I know it. I knows it. I just want you to know that you are really special. Alright. Alrighty then. I just want you to know that you are really. Ooh, snaps. Oh Lord. I made it back. I had a whole pineapple on the porch that I forgot about. Thank you, sugar. Thank you. Oh, okay. And that was good. That was nice. I got some sunshine. I got to put my feet on the ground. Very nice grounding for a split moment. Very nice grounding. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I think tomorrow I will do let's see what planet. We'll do what you should have been learning, or why, something around Mercury retrograde, like what you should have been learning with Mercury retrograde, as it will be winding up in a couple of weeks. Who's this for? Okay, random cards. King of Cups. Somebody is waiting for their ship to come in. This could be a relationship. Feel free to tip me if this belongs to you. But somebody's waiting for their ship to come in. Could be a relationship. Old wise man. There's a relationship with an old wise man. Dating pool is opening up for somebody. Healing your heart, and it's making you attract more aligned relationships. Fix the way you talk about love, and it'll fix how you experience love in your life. Oh, yes. Okay. Sensual Taurus. So this is sexy wisdom. There we go. Sexy wisdom. Understanding who you should share your physical vessel with. Being cognizant of the intimacy that you hold with others. Okay. Okay. So somebody needed bow chicka wow wow, and you know you got it. Right now, I'm just having fun. Just no, so I'm just having fun at this moment. Just having fun. Hi, Rob. Um, you got it. You got it. You got it. That song "You Got It" is from somebody too. I am. Thanks so much. I hope you're having an amazing and prosperous day as well. Um, Okay, somebody needs to be reminded to use the power of the word to manifest the things that they desire in their physical reality. I can integrate all that I need into my life, emotional modesty, mental integration. This is the throat chakra. This is your Ofo Ashe. This is, okay, I can integrate all that I need into my life. Like I can have it all. Like I can literally have it all. But you keep trying to play modest. Like you're like, I don't know. Do I really want the fancy car? Do you? Do you? Maybe in your previous incarnation, cars existed, but you couldn't afford a car. Or you couldn't have a nice car. And in this life, you keep dreaming about the Maserati because in this life, you are supposed to have the flashy car. It is not about the car being flashy. It's about breaking the cycle so that you can experience this luxury in this life. You can have and integrate all that you need into your life. I don't know who that was for. Like I said, I don't know what's for. I'm just having fun. I'm just at this point. I'm just playing around. Yeah, at this point, just showing off right now. Use the time to have a little fun, a little razzle dazzle, a little razzle dazzles for the collective. Okay, I don't know who this was, but something I just said, one of y'all felt like shots fired. You felt hit. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day, love. Thank you. Oh, that sounds like it was mad refreshing. Oh my gosh. That sounds like it would have been so refreshing. So I don't know who this one is for, but Soul Journey Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Understand that even the thing that feels like absolute and total crap, like this is bull. Okay, I'm going to give you the most disgusting analogy ever. And if you're eating, I'm going to proactively apologize. But this is the analogy I'm going to use because everybody can resonate with it. So, like, you get a stomach bug. You get a stomach bug. Your tummy is feeling it's 3:33 on the clock. Yeet. You get a stomach bug, and you're like feeling like this is some madness and mayhem. Like I feel like absolute trash. I can't stay out the bathroom, but that's horrible. Like sucks. It literally, you feel like ish. You feel like ish. and you're like down for a couple of days, but you rest, you be still. And then when you do feel badly, beat lighter. There might be less pounds on the scale. The earth don't have to hold on to you so hard. Well, there's your seeing the good in a crappy thing. Pun is partially intended. My bad, but there we go. That's one you can get. Like that joint is trash. Like nobody want a stomach bug. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anybody want a stomach bug? I do not like that. However, the last time I didn't feel so hot, when I didn't feel so hot, what I noticed is this neck is necking. Like, I don't know if anybody who's coming to my lives from it can actually tell. The neck is giving. The face is slimmed. The neck is giving neck, and the face is slimmed up. Why? I may not eat perfect, but thank you. Like I don't like I'm not the most perfect eater. I'm not gonna tell that lie. But what I will say is I've lost a little bit. I don't got no scale, but I can see it that I've lost a little bit. I can see it. Even she's not as jiggly. She's not as jiggly and I'm bloated. She's not as jiggly and I'm bloated right now. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. It sucked when I didn't feel good, but I shave for, wins. I shave for wins. Okay, I'm gonna stay on another couple of minutes and then I'm gonna skadoosh. So as of right now, it's 3:36. So I'll probably have time to do one. Maybe I might be able to squeeze in two more people. Let me find his comment because that way I ain't gotta worry about trying to type it all over and over again. Where are you? There you are. Where are you at? Where are you at? And there we go. There we go. Rob, I hope that you feel better. I know you want to get one in person, but you might need to go ahead and at least get one beforehand virtually. And that might help. Um, if nothing else, you could do salt water. I don't know if you went to the ocean, a lake, or a river and swam, but if you're that close to ocean water, get you some ocean water. Bless it. Have a few herbs. Nice. Yeah. And I was thinking salt water. So yeah. Yep. And just intend like this is purifying my energy and helping me get back into the balances. Purifying the energy, helping me get back into balance, doing the things, helping me to do the things. Um and maybe give yourself a little bit of, I don't know if you do Reiki, but some light Reiki that came up in the collective reading earlier for Reiki. Um, oh, hugs. Make sure you're gentle with yourself and allow them to, express, even if it's like sitting in your car and like cussing it, like you need to make sure you let them out of yourself so that you are, um, yeah, 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 I do. I do. It's not always easy to know that you're called in that way. And like, hold on, everyone is called. Let me say that too. Everybody is called. Because I see a lot of content creators and they're like the chosen few. What makes you like this is giving? Anytime I hear the phrase, yeah, this is how I'm gonna close out. Anytime I hear the phrase chosen few, what I hear is God's only got one phone number and only a few of us have it. The audacity, it's giving Christianity. It's giving Abrahamic traditions. And if you are somebody who is calling yourself spiritual, but you're still using language like only a few, only select, only a few, only select, I'm going to need you to stop. Everybody will come to the divine in their own way, in their own time, period. Just because you got to where you are before somebody you know did doesn't mean they ain't coming. It doesn't mean they ain't coming. An example I got is my god sister and I were having a conversation, and she just got a haircut. Just got a haircut. And when I say it was the most spiritual experience she had, because she won, the haircut was fine. Haircut's fine. She said an older Black lady gave her the haircut, and I told her, you know, we put seasoning on everything, including haircuts. She loved that. And so she loves her haircut. She said it's the best haircut she has ever had. And she said immediately after the haircut, she went to the store. And when she went to the store, what happened was somebody stopped her. Older Black man stopped her. It's like, I love your haircut. It is so beautiful. You are so beautiful. And of course that, triggered this reaction. And she's like, yo, what is going on? And what I told her was, the moment this woman used her spiritual gift of being able to cultivate and elevate someone into seeing the beauty in themselves, that's a spiritual gift. Have someone to look at themselves where they didn't see beauty and now see themselves beautiful. However, they decided to do that. And then because you are vibrating in the energy of loving how you look, you have manifested and attracted interactions that reflected that change in your ashe, that shift in your personal energy that says, I look good, then translated into everyone else seeing that you look good. You look good. So I'm going to say, I need you to ride this momentum. It's like, you find it. I'm going to need you to ride the momentum and be fine every day. Like, ride it. Affirm over your aura. You know what? I am fine. AF. I am beautiful. Like, that's the other thing. Spiritual folks, like, they want to down their physical body as if their physical body is a limitation. It sounds like you still have limiting beliefs. Anytime you want to talk about you spiritual, like, I have no limiting beliefs, but the first thing you say is, oh my God, my physical body. Oh my God, it sounds like you still got a limiting belief. Because your physical vessel, if you believe that you are one and the source in a physical body, meaning you're holding source energy. Hold on, it's my sister. Hold on. Hello? Hey.
Do they have food there?
What?
Do they have food there, or do I need to get something?
Well, you might as well bring them back, because Chris will be here in. I mean, you can get. You can get them some French fries if you like, but they don't need a whole meal. Like, Chris will be here in a little bit of their stuff here. So, but if you can get them some French fries and something to drink, that's probably all they need.
Okay.
And if you can squeeze a Sprite for me, that would be most appreciated. I don't need a big one.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, cool. I do have a few minutes. Yay. Sorry, I'm back. My sister called. She got my kiddos. Thank you. Thank you for still keeping the lights going. I appreciate that. So, understanding your physical body. If your physical body is holding the energy of the Most High, is holding source energy, why would you feel like it has any limitations? Just because somebody told you it can't do something? Like, somebody told you your physical body can't do something, so you believe them? Sounds like you inherited a limiting belief. I'm just saying. Now, understand, what I'm not saying is you need to go do some dumb just to try to prove a point. But understand, you calling your physical body a limitation. You down besmirching, oh, this meat sack. My physical body, I may not be under 200 pounds where I would eventually like to be. So I'm not walking around here with this super slim waist, but please understand that I understand on some days I am a whole problem for somebody's child. Notice I didn't say somebody's son. I said somebody's child. I'm a problem for all of y'all. I'm a problem for all the kids. A whole problem. I understand that the more I continue to love my body, I watch pounds move when I'm not necessarily doing things different. It's just how I see and love on my body. And then all of a sudden my body responds in kind. And all of a sudden I'm like, I slid to the side. And I was like, yo, have I been doing squats? What is that? That thing is trying to thing back there. That thing is trying to thing. Why? Because I love it on my physical body. I ain't got no beef with her. I got no beef with my physical body. The same thing goes to Mother Earth. The reason why I keep manifesting locations that are surrounded by trees and shade is because I don't throw shade at Mother Earth. I don't throw shade at Mother Earth. Anytime I hear somebody say something negative about Mother Earth, no, your experience is negative. The planet itself is not negative. Your experiences have been negative. The tree ain't do nothing to you. Why the tree got to be negative? That's Earth. Why the tree got to be negative? What the flowers did to you? Look, I got like all manner of allergies that are related to plants, but I got no beef with them. I got no beef with them. I just got a few allergies. It happens. Springtime is not my favorite time of year. Love the weather, can't enjoy it. Got to stay in the house because I'm not going out of there. The yellow salt in the air is not. And I also feel like that's hormonal because when I'm pregnant, I don't have that problem. So when I'm pregnant, my body has no issue with pollen or anything else, and my insulin resistance is not existent. Like my body just like, oh, she's pregnant. Let's just go ahead and work. Like do all the things like we're supposed to do. And I'm like, okay, you can't do that all the time. It's just when I'm pregnant. It's just pregnant. So I should just stay pregnant. Okay, all right. I'm just trying to find out. So loving your vessel, anything less than that is a limiting belief. Anything less than that is a limiting belief. Everyone has an assignment. Everyone has an assignment. Just because this person isn't assigned to preach doesn't make their assignment any less than yours. Some people their assignment is to be a comedian. Why? Because your vibration is so abnormally high when you are giddy and laughing and enjoying yourself. When you're not thinking about the world, when you're not thinking about stress, when you are like sliding, and I mean like real good, like I'm laying on the floor, I can't breathe, tears are streaming out my face, gut busting laugh. That is the best energy ever. Everybody has an assignment. Every single person has an assignment. Everybody. So this whole notion that like only certain people are chosen to do certain things. Only certain people are chosen to do certain things, but every human, if they're here, whether you chose to incarnate or you were voluntold, because I am learning that there are some people that truly did not say, I want to come back to Earth. I get it. Hugs to all of y'all. Not everybody chose to come back to Earth. I know that I did. I know that I chose to, and that's why I don't have no beef. Like I chose to come back. I made a conscious decision to come back to Earth for whatever reason I needed to come back. Apparently just fun fact, apparently this is my first time back in over 500 years. So yeah, I haven't been like, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go back, check out Earth. Like, I'm like, I chose to be here. And I'm like, okay, I chose, all right, that's cool, touche to me. All right, I don't know why. Like, I know certain aspects of what I'm meant to do and things like that, but if you ask me, can I see the full unfolding, like what it's, no, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I at least know that what I'm doing is in alignment with what I'm like the big picture. And that's enough. That's enough. So understand if you do nails and you are fine with acrylic, I mean, I hope we can find something that's healthy for our nails, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you do nails and they are fire. Like, oh my God, they are so fire. And when whoever gets their nails done and they're like, oh my God, they're so pretty. And they're smiling and they're beaming because their nails are done, because there is just something about when we get our nails done. And it's like, it's just your hand. You don't understand. That's why we talk like this when we get our nails done, because our hand is fine. Like, it's not just I'm fine. My hands are fine when I get my nails done. That is a gift to take this one little piece. This one little piece of my body got adorned, got loved on, and Ashe. I've been around, that's what I'll say, I've been around. I've been on Earth a few times, but it's just been a long time since I've been here. It wasn't that I wasn't somewhere. I just wasn't here. Just the way I can say that. It's like it's not that I wasn't. I just wasn't here. I was someplace else. Um, that's at least what I know. It's like I was someplace else, and even with me here, I'm also someplace else. I'm a twofer. I like to multitask. Can't be doing just one thing. I like to multitask. So yeah, just um like we here again. We here again. Allegedly, if your life path is a master number, like, you made a choice. If it's not a master number, it could be 50-50. But if you're a master number, allegedly you made a choice. Like it was your decision as opposed to being voluntold. So yeah. And apparently your life path number, someone said your life path number is reflective of like how many lives you've had. And I mean that in some ways, like the zodiac, if you're a Pisces, that means you were all the other zodiac signs with wherever Pisces is already. So if you're Pisces rising, you've already been Aries, Taurus, Gemini, yada yada yada. You've been all of those rising signs already, and now you're Pisces. So, and when it comes to numerology, it's the same thing. If you're a life path 9, you've already been all the other life path numbers. So I'm 11. I've already been all the other life path numbers. In terms of my personality, that would mean for my personality, I've had everything through 11. My personality number is 22. I've been all the other ones. So I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So you're just old as heck. So your soul is just old. It's just real old. Your soul is just real, real old. Got it. Got it. That's why I attract old people. Got it. Makes complete sense. I attract in extremes. They're either way older than me or way younger than me. Like I tend to attract and this is when I say attract, like random conversation. Like I'm in the store and somebody stops and just starts talking to me. They're either way younger than me or they're way older than me. Like there is no in between. My regular interactions can be in between, but like if I go to the African village in Oyotunji, it is nothing for me to find an elder woman to sit with. Like someone that could be my grandma, great grandma. It's nothing for me to find an older woman, and that's who I end up talking to. I've been like that since I was a kid, though. I always find somebody grandma to talk to. Always. Always find somebody granddaddy to talk to. Always. It's like your soul is so old. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Mm-mm-mm. Here I come to save the day. Okay, I don't know who the Mighty Mouse reference was for, but you're welcome. I don't know. I don't know who the Mighty Mouse reference was for because I'm watching Naruto. I don't know where the Mighty Mouse reference came from. Okay, so let me see. One last jewel. One last nugget is okay. I like that. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Here's one. I'm gonna like mess you up, and you're like, wait, what? What if you are one in another realm and you just don't know it because you can't perceive yourself in the other realm, except when you're sleeping? You're welcome. You just may not be one in this realm. You just may not be one in this dimension. You're welcome. You're welcome. You just might not be one in this dimension. You be dreaming in other dimensions and over there. Because like that's the way I perceive dreams where I'm not actively participating in the dream. So when I have a dream where I'm simply watching, in those dreams, I feel like whoever I'm most focused on, I might be their spirit guide. because I'm not actively involved. It's like I'm watching TV. I'm just watching. I'll be having weird dreams, y'all. Y'all don't even know. Y'all would think I smoke, drank, or anything else. If y'all wanted to sit and like be able to see my dreams play out on TV, you'd be like, yo, what did you eat before you went to bed? I just dream that way. That's all. It's just how I dream. So this is my last one. It's going to be a funny, and then I'm going to let y'all go so I can get my kids' stuff ready for their daddy to come pick them up. And then I got an Ori cleanse to do today. I got a client. Yes, definitely pay attention, because sometimes if you are not the participant, you're watching. It's not like you're seeing it like I'm looking at TV or something like this. You are like actually not at all the participant in the dream. You are simply a witness. You may be operating like a spirit guide, like a watcher. So here's a funny. So this is from my folks who have a Venus in Sagittarius. We just got to be mindful. Like, Venus is your love language. And Sagittarius is a sign of I wonder and I wander. And what I find for myself, especially since I have strong Mercury placements, is that I will flirt with anybody. I don't have to like you. It's just the way I talk. It's just the way I talk. It's not intentional. It's just the way that I talk. It's not intentional. It's simply, that's just the way that I talk. I got a Venus in Sagittarius, and Lilith is sitting in Leo in my second house, which was what rules my voice. It's just the way I talk. I don't instinctively feel like, ooh, I'm going to flirt with this person. It just comes out that way. And I'm Southern. So then it just comes, oh, hey, sugar. Hey, baby. Doesn't mean I like you. Doesn't mean I like you. It's just the way I talk. Everybody is sugar, honey, baby, schnookums, honey bunches, sweetums. Like, I'm Southern. It's just how I talk. It's just how I talk. And I'm a hugger. So just how I talk. So for anyone who has a friend or a loved one who has a Venus in Sagittarius, please be gentle with them. They are not intentionally trying to be a flirt. It is just how they are. And if their voice is dripping in sauce, they can't help that. They can't help it. They cannot help it. They can't help it. This is me advocating for my Venus and Sag people, especially because Jupiter is going retrograde, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Venus rules Taurus. I need you to be gentle with us over the next couple of months. Just be gentle. Just be gentle with us. We're not doing it on purpose. We're not. But we love you. Okay. So that is that. That's my last. That's my funny. I got 3 minutes. So you have 3 minutes to ask me something, and I answer it before my sister pull up. Go off. Or you can just simply say that you enjoyed the live or something. I got 3 minutes. YouTube and the Book of Many Faces, I'm going to stop recording because it's not like there's anyone there. Well, I love that. That's a top tier compliment. Thank you.